Hello everybody, here is Speckblocklime with another video for all of you today. So this time's reaction is from the channel called Emirichu. Depending on what time this video comes out, if I timed it right or not, like I said, I'm reacting to a lot of videos. So I don't know when this one would come out. I'm not really sure. But it might be the first one that I do about Emery Chu, or maybe the later one. We'll see how it goes, scheduling and all that thing. But it's from that channel. This is the channel more like a mixed thing. I think Emery Chu does like our story stuff or funny stuff, but also they do like sometimes reactions and they have streams, all that stuff. I'm sure a lot of other channels do now, but I'm not gonna go too much detail. But I will at least say that this is an Emirichu video. Video's called Some of My Most Embarrassing Moments. Pretty sure everyone has had embarrassing moments. Like, whether it be you forgot something and now it's kind of embarrassing that you either have to go back or you feel embarrassed by yourself. You know, those self-embarrassing moments, or those ones that you feel embarrassed that if anyone sees, like, maybe you spilled something on yourself and it looks like you're either a messy person or you maybe did the bathroom on yourself, and you're like, oh man, I hope nobody thinks that. Or other reasons. There's a lot of embarrassing moments out there. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll make it like something of my own. But for now, I just want to talk. I just want to. What's the word? What's the word? Just want to react to this one and see what what Emery Chu has gone through. So, without further notice, here we go.
This video is sponsored by Storyblocks. Storyblocks is a subscription
Now, some of you guys, if you want, you can
images,
jump ahead a little bit of the ad. I'm just going to talk a little bit.
Vectors, icons,
So,
and more.
You
can download any and as many
see.
images as you want from a selection of over 400,000 images.
Like, I'm still thinking about what other moments, maybe like, maybe you fall off a scooter or skateboard in front of people, or I don't know, something like that. Where you think you're looking cool, but then you just trip, which can happen. And you're like,
also be giving away
you're like,
7 free
damn.
days, so if you're interested,
And you're like, oh no, or you think you can make a jump and you just don't make it, you step and fall in a puddle or something, I don't know. Or you make a loud noise in class and you're like, damn it.
Which I
And
unfortunately
you're like,
am not.
now everybody hears and you're like, oh, don't look at me, don't look at me. There's a lot of embarrassing moments. So I'm still wondering
I'd like to believe that I did
where we're
a
gonna go
pretty
with
good job at avoiding super embarrassing situations, but of course, being who I am as a person, I've had my fair share of super awkward and uncomfortable moments since childhood, which I will now share with you. Ever since I was a kid, my dad always washed his feet in the bathroom sink. I couldn't tell you why he did that. It's just something he always did, and I didn't ever question it because I assumed it was normal. Although, looking back, he always splashed water everywhere because of the lack of space, so it wasn't even efficient. Anyways, when I was about 10, my good friend Alicia invited me over to play on her trampoline. We had as much fun as any other pair of 10-year-olds would, and after some time had passed, our feet became super dirty, and we decided to head inside to wash the dirt off. Alicia told me to wash my feet in her hallway bathroom and went to go use a different one.
Oh, hey, Emily, I forgot to tell you. What the hell are you doing?
I'm washing my feet!
Why in the sink?
hallway bathroom.
Well, where else am I supposed to wash
Multiple
them?
bathrooms.
The bathtub?
Oh,
No.
that makes a lot more
That's
sense.
a little embarrassing,
I
yeah.
never
But it's not
washed
the
my
worst
feet in the
thing.
sink ever again after that, and to this day, my dad still washes his feet in the sink. It makes me wonder if I picked
I mean, but it isn't
up
a
on
weird
what
little
happened
thing.
to
But it was
me.
obviously something maybe he picked up.
During one sunny day at the young age of 15, I went shopping with my mom at a Korean grocery store as per usual. And at this grocery store, there would oftentimes be employees serving samples of products that were on sale, and sometimes they'd stop to tell you about the product in order to convince you to buy it. I liked to separate from my mom whenever we went grocery shopping so that I could look through the snack aisles and try the samples on my own. Now, at the time, I was really bad at Korean. I mean, I'm still bad at Korean today, but back then, I could barely hold any sort of conversation in Korean. Now, perhaps you're wondering, Emily, if you're a full-blooded Korean, why are you so bad at the language? Well, curious viewer, that's because I was born and raised in a county in New York with a 78% white population and 2 older brothers who spoke mostly just English. So at both school and
Oh, I
at
have
home,
a
I
little
wasn't
picture right
speaking
there.
any Korean. Of course, I learned how to read Korean, also known as Hangul, but my grammar and vocabulary
Yeah, but that
is, to
happens
this
though.
day, still terrible.
Not just in
Also,
the
by
United
the
States,
way,
in all other
Korean
countries,
is
sometimes people
super
just
easy
lose a
to learn
little
how
bit
to
of
read
that.
since the alphabet is phonetic.
But the United States is a
Usually
big,
only
like,
24
example
letters.
of it,
It
though.
was literally
Like, a lot
designed to
of
be
the
easy
young
to read and write,
generation
so
of
if
any
you want to learn
foreigners, like,
just
maybe
to
at
have
least
that
by the
skill
third
under your belt, go
generation,
for it.
they're
Reading it is a
usually not
piece
the
of
ones that
cake,
speak
but
the
holding
language
a
too much anymore or read
conversation is
it.
a whole other
It's
ballgame.
not because it's bad or
Anyways,
they
back to
hate
the
it, it's
story.
mostly
So,
because it just
I'm walking around the island
they grew up
by
with kids
myself,
that are
and
either from a culture that only speaks English too, or they grew up with also kids that are like them and they don't speak any Korean either or English or whatever language you want to talk about.
oh
They speak
jeez,
only
what is
English.
she saying? Just nod and smile and pretend like you understand. Oh god, she just asked me a question and she's waiting for a response. What do? If I tell her I don't understand, she'll totally think it's shameful and that I'm a complete failure of a Korean and I'll be humiliated.
And that's also the thing that's terrible because I don't like when people shame you just because you don't have to be like a certain thing of the culture. People are
I'm
independent.
Chinese. Eh? Yep, sorry, okay, bye. Oh, there you are. Where did you go? Mom, you can't be seen with me. I'll just wait for you outside. This last one happened when I was visiting my parents in Korea over the summer. So my dad and I were at a pharmacy to buy some medicine, and as I was curiously looking around, I saw something that I just needed. It was a miraculous ladybug mirror that had wings that snapped open when you pressed a button. Included with the
Oh, that's
mirror was
nice.
a pack of peach-flavored children's vitamins, but I didn't care much about that. It was being sold for like $4, and even though I wanted it super bad, I was suddenly self-conscious about what the adults in the store would think of me. You see, while Miraculous is popular in both the US and Korea, it's definitely weirder in Korea to be an adult who genuinely enjoys it. Especially because it's very much marketed as a young children's show. In an attempt to avoid any judgment, I
sometimes
approached my
animation
dad while
gets
he was
marketed
checking
in a
out,
weird way.
and instead of being discreet, he straight up told the cashier that his 21-year-old daughter really liked the show this mirror was from.
Oh.
And of course, the cashier laughed. It was a very brief yet painful moment of embarrassment, but joke's on him, I have a kick-ass mirror now.
Oh, she showed it to us. That's nice.
No more evil doing for you, little Akuma. Time to de-evil eyes.
By the way, the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me recently was when I clogged a toilet in Guatemala, but I figured that deserved a video all on its own, so you can be expecting that sometime later. This video...
Which we will do, obviously. Come on, like especially recommending it at the end of this one, which we will obviously react to it at some point. But obviously we'll talk about that when that video comes out. Yeah, I didn't talk too much at that part, just a little bit of commentary. But yeah, because like I don't want to interrupt too much. I want to hear like the embarrassing moments. Because normally when I watch a video, I do make comments, just like I'm doing. But when I don't need to talk, there's just no reason. Like, if I just want to hear a part, I just hear it. Like, I'll make a small comment, like a word or two, like I did. But not too much. I'm not some expert movie reviewer, TV show reviewer, writer, or whatever. I'm nothing like that. So I'm not going to be talking every single part. I can't. Excuse me. Sorry. Dry cough. But yeah, that was interesting. I like hearing those, you know. I get it, yeah, the cartoon thing, like, in some other countries, it seemed like it's a really childish thing. Like even just liking anime, like, hey, like, in some countries, but now in this more modern time, it's accepted a little more than back then. Like, nobody thinks it's weird too much. It's just the older generation, really. Your parents, and then maybe the generation above that's still around. And that's about it. But eventually, as long as we accept it, which a lot of us in this generation do, like, if you're a certain age right now, if you're like 20, 30, or 40 right now, you're usually accepting it a little more. Those three groups will eventually be the older generation and the adult parent generation, like the grandpas and they're if the guy is judgy, then things will change, obviously, to a certain point. But yeah, there's not really much I could add. Like I said, mostly personal stuff for Emirichu. So go check out her channel, and hopefully check out this video and a whole bunch of others. Give all that support, and hey, who knows, give some over here on this side. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you can get notified about future videos. Hopefully you have a nice day and take care. Goodbye.